but he may be in serious condition for a long time.
If he survives?
Dan's a tough old bird. He'll pull through, I guarantee you.
Who would do something like this, Rick? To that man? Why did this happen?
This just came in. You're not going to believe what's on the front page.
You're kidding. Look.
I don't believe it. Oh, it looks like he's just about to stab him. I don't believe it either. It's just that everybody has been talking about Luke and Dan's fighting.
Well, it's true. Several people heard Dan say something about a swindle, and word's gotten around about the fact that Luke kicked Dan off the Star after they had a big argument.
That's all I've heard this morning, that Luke did say dishonest, crook.
Doesn't look good for Luke, huh?
Yeah. No.
Amy, honey, aren't you ready to go? We gotta catch that bus to New York for Johnny's fight.
Yes, sir,
Alice and Rose are meeting us there with Mike.
Yes, ma'am.
Look, I'm sorry you can't be there, Rick, but we'll represent the sports center for you.
Well, I'm sorry myself, but with everything that's been happening here...
Rick, I'm sure Johnny understands.
I talked to him this morning on the phone. He does.
Too bad this nightmare with Dan and Luke has spoiled everyone's enthusiasm for the fight.
Don't you let Johnny know that. He needs your support.
Oh, and he's got it. He's got it.
Well, we're going to be listening to it on the radio. I have to get over to the courthouse. That hearing's going to start any minute.
All right.
Look, give Blackie our best, will you?
You give Johnny our best, okay?
Yeah,
all right.
Both of us.
Bye.
Good luck.
Thanks.
See ya.
Hi, Rick. Well, we better be
Are you ready?
Okay.
All right, you be careful. I will.
Take good care of little Mikey.
I will, and you be sure to listen to the fight on the radio.
I'm going to. I'm sure that every radio in town tonight is going to be tuned into that fight, even people who don't like boxing.
Kind of like you.
I remember a time not so long ago when, as far as you were concerned, a ring was something on a person's finger.
Oh, I still think that as long as you know the right boxer.
Spare me.
Fun girl.
Well, come on.
See you. Have a good time. Hurry. Oh, hurry now.
Coffee will make you more lively, lady.
We'll see. We'll see.
What's in the paper?
Hi, nothing special.
Oh, I'm sure they must have mentioned something about what happened at the Star.
No, it's,
Look, come on. Nothing you don't already know.
Come on. I want to see the
Ruby,
paper.
come on.
I'm a big girl. Let me see the news.
don't.
I want the paper. Come on. Luke adored Dan.
The facts have been presented. Now, Mr. Myerson agrees that we cannot charge Mr. Parrish with assault, but the robbery charge still stands. Mr. Kelly has offered restitution, but it has not been accepted. So if there is no further discussion, I shall hand down a sentence based on the single robbery charge. And judging from your record, Mr. Parrish, I'm afraid that... Yes, Mr. Kelly?
Before you sentence Mr. Parrish, may I once more request probation as an alternative to jail? And to that end, may Dr. Rick Weber address the court?
I have no objection. Dr. Weber?
Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, I would merely like to point out a few facts that I would hope the court would consider, and consider very carefully, before the court does pass sentence on Mr. Parrish. Unfortunately, this young man has had more obstacles, nearly insurmountable obstacles, come at him throughout his life, and yet his courage, his convictions somehow have come shining through nearly all of the time. Unfortunately, this particular situation is not an example of that, and equally unfortunate is the fact that when someone has to face so many obstacles, there are times that they're going to fail. Blackie's wrong. He knows he's wrong. I'm not asking you to overlook the fact that what he did was wrong. I think you have to realize that it was not a premeditated happening. It was something spontaneous. It came because of the tremendous emotional pressures that were on him. The tragic loss of his mother, and then he himself feeling the inability to take care of her burial and the funeral expenses. Compound that psychologically with the fact that his own mother had had a similar thing happen when her mother passed on. Put all of these things together. He's wrong. He knows he's wrong. But do not just consider the crime. Consider, please, the motivating causes that allowed it to happen. Now, I would never have even considered asking for custody or for responsibility for Mr. Blackie Parrish unless I knew, and I mean 100%, Your Honor, that he regretted what he did, knew he was wrong, and would not do it again. Therefore, I am asking for custody and for full responsibility, and I guarantee you, if I have it, he will never commit another crime, sir. Give you my word on that.
I appreciate your eloquence, Dr. Weber, and your willingness to put yourself on the line for Mr. Parrish, but that does not alter the fact...
Your Honor.
Yes, Mr. Myerson?
I've changed my mind. I'll accept restitution.
That is your right.
Well, Your Honor, if Dr. Weber is willing to stand behind Parrish, that's good enough for me. Maybe if more men committed themselves to kids like that, there'd be fewer problems.
Well, that may be true, Mr. Myerson.
I'm satisfied.
And so am I. Would you please rise, Mr. Parrish? I grant you probation in the custody of Dr. Weber. Under normal circumstances, Dr. Weber, you would be required to go through a judicial examination, which usually takes several weeks. But since this court is well aware of your standing in the community, I waive that requirement. And I assign Mr. Parrish to you. Now, you understand that you must report to the designated probation officer.
Yes, I do, sir.
And you, Mr. Parrish, had better realize that your friend here has taken on a great responsibility on your behalf. It is a reflection of his faith in you. And I don't ever want to hear that that confidence has been betrayed.
Yes, sir.
Good luck, Dr. Weber.
Thank you.
I hope you all have an enjoyable Labor Day. I certainly intend to.
All rise. Well said, Dr. Weber.
Thanks, Doc. I owe you one.
You don't owe me anything. You just see to it that you stay out of trouble from now on.
That's a promise.
Okay, I'm headed back to the girls' apartment after I finish some paperwork here.
Oh, I'm going to take Blackie home.
Oh, no, you don't have to do that.
Yes, I do. We got something to talk about, and at your place, we will not be disturbed. Come on.
Very good.
Thank you.
Sorry. I hope you take advantage of this opportunity. A lot of responsibility you've taken on.
He's worth it. Thank you.
Good luck.
Now, look, we don't have to go back to that. It's fine. We have to find out.
We're going to start charging you rent. Anything? I feel so helpless. I know. If I just knew what was happening. There are an awful lot of questions. What really went on last night? Why angry words like that? Why an argument in the first place? Who was Dan really accusing? Who really stabbed him?
Doesn't make any sense.
No. No, Bert was right about one thing. It does obviously have to be someone who was on the boat, but unfortunately all the evidence points to one person.
Luke.
He ran away, Rube.
He didn't do it, Lesley.
I hope you're right.
I know I'm right.
Then, Ruby, he has got to come back.
Oh, why doesn't he call? At least I'd know where he is, and then he could explain it all.
Listen, do you think... I just was wondering if this could maybe have anything to do, with the oil deal?
How?
I don't know. Everything seemed to be just fine. I haven't heard any bad words about the project at all.
The whole town has been so excited. How could that lead to murder?
I don't know. It's probably just something else. It's probably something that's bigger. But I don't know what.
And there's only 3 people who do. 2 of them have disappeared. And the other one's fighting for his life. Oh, dear God.
Well, why don't you come home with me for dinner? You need to be with people. You shouldn't just sit for hours all by yourself in a hospital waiting room.
I can't. I've just got to be near Dad.
It'd be good for you. Really, it would. Just for a couple of hours.
Thank you, but I can't.
Well, I'm really asking for selfish reasons. I figure if it's just us, you know, between Johnny's fight and Blackie's hearing, I'm just going to hear nothing but my least favorite subjects.
I wonder how it went for Blackie.
I don't know. I don't see him getting off lightly.
This is where you live? Now, you just remember one thing. You're the one that wanted to come over here. It's all right. Let's go in. Thank you.
Blackie, this is awful.
Well, you don't have to live here.
How do you stand it?
It's easy. It's all I can afford.
There's got to be someplace else you could live.
Well, I ain't rich, you know. I mean, if I was rich, I wouldn't have stole that guy's money.
Well, you work at the Star. You get a paycheck. Where does your money go?
I gotta buy clothes. I gotta look cool for the chicks.
Now, you do not spend all your money on clothes, I guarantee you.
Well, I used to give half of my paycheck to my mom. She couldn't work.
How do you stand it?
That's why I'm on the streets most of the time.
It's unbearable, Blackie. It really is.
This noise goes on all night. Bang, bang, bang. Driving me crazy. Keeps me up all the time. And guess who owns this place?
George Dernley.
You're a buddy of mine.
Gentleman landlord.
Yeah, I think he keeps this place going just to bug me, you know? Yeah, the foreman, he's pretty cool. He lets me stay here.
Lets you stay here?
Yeah. It's a roof over my head, and it's a bed to sleep. Now, when all you guys go home, it's the only place I got to go. Get you something to eat.
Well, that's all right. I'm fine.
Oh, you had something to ask me. What was that about?
What?
Oh, you were going to tell me something, remember you talking about in the courtroom?
That'll keep. Blackie, I want you to pack your things.
What?
Get a bag, whatever you want to take with you, pack it, we're leaving. Okay? Get your stuff.
Where are we going?
I'll figure that out later. I just want you out of here and you're not coming back. Go! Hi.
What's going on?
Hi.
Hi.
Well, would you believe me?
I might.
Blackie, go upstairs. The middle bedroom, the one with the blue bedspread, that's yours. Go ahead, I'll pack and I'll be there in just a minute.
Yeah.
Good.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes. Lesley, he is. Yes, he is. Tonight he is staying here.
What about tomorrow night?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. What about all the nights after that?
Well, we'll talk about that. We'll work that out.
What's going here?
Look, I had no choice.
We talked about this yesterday. Remember the little conversation where I said I can't have him staying here and you agreed?
I know I agreed, but I have no choice. This is not forever. Hold on a minute. It is just until we can find him a decent place to stay.
What's wrong with where he's staying right now?
Sit down. Please, just sit down.
If you're trying to soften the blow here, forget it.
No,
you know what I mean? Just don't even bother.
You could never imagine. It wasn't even a room. It's the corner of a machine shop. Machines make a noise 24 hours a day. There are no windows in it. George Dernley owns it. Now, see, I wouldn't let a prisoner stay there, let alone allow Blackie to stay there one more night.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry that it's such a terrible place, but I cannot have him here.
All right, where are you going to send him?
Well, I mean, he can stay here tonight. He doesn't have to go back to... tomorrow, you will find him a nice place to stay.
Look, just for a couple of days, let him get a taste of family life.
You think he's going to find it here?
I know it's been rough.
Oh, that's a mild way of putting it. What have we had so far this year? We've had Amy moving out. We've had Mike running away with packing, not to even mention the little thing of losing... Laura, I need a little taste of family life, too.
Lesley, it'll get better.
It won't. It won't. Rick, bringing him in here is just bringing in a whole other set of problems.
Well, we can't write him off. If we throw him out now, It'll destroy Blackie. It will.
What if we're not strong enough to handle any more problems and it destroys us?
It is not going to destroy us. We are a very strong family, right? You could be a big brother to Mike.
Oh, terrific. We have been needing somebody to teach Mike how to steal hubcaps.
Come on, it's not going to be that way. I guarantee you won't be that way. Trust me and give him a chance. Come on. Please, just.
Do I even really have a choice here?
Of course you do. You say the word, and I'll tell him he has to go.
Thank you. I can be the Wicked Witch of the West if I want. You know you missed your calling.
I think I should be an attorney, too.
No, a con man.
Then he can stay.
I suppose.
Good. You won't regret it. You really won't.
I already do.
No, he's fine. He'll be just fine. He'll fit in perfectly.
Rick.
Yeah.
It's only for a couple of nights.
Yeah, until he has a chance to get back on his feet, right?
I'm not at all sure that Mike is going to be as thrilled as you think he is about staying here.
Why?
Because Johnny is his idol, and Johnny didn't get along. What? What?
The fight is about to start.
Ah, well, that's more important than any conversation we could have been having. Foolish of me to have forgotten.
Oh, not tonight. No.
You know that doesn't work.
Well,
And we all know how dangerous
How's that?
And in the far corner, wearing white
Good.
socks from Fort Charles, New York, representing the Waterfront Sports Center, is the challenger Johnny Morris.
Hey, Morris.
Coming to the end of the round, Morrissey's taking a lot of punishment, but he's still moving well. Morris seems to be a little frustrated that he can't put the gutsy challenger down.
let Johnny stay away from him, make him come to you.
Pop twice.
Guys, hold it down here, please.
The challenger easily slips, then snaps a sharp left to his chin. Corso is going to remember that one for a while. And the round comes to an end. An exciting fight, ladies and gentlemen.
Whoa.
What?
Sounds to me like Corso is slowing down a bit.
Yeah, but he can take him down with one fist, one shot, that's all.
No way.
Watch it.
Remembering she's supposed to be watching Mike through all of this.
She probably hasn't taken her eyes off that ring since the fight started.
Thank you. That's just what I wanted to hear.
Hey, Mike will be fine. He'll probably sleep the whole way home on the bus. If Johnny wins.
And if he loses?
Well, then Mike will probably take on Attila himself.
Oh, my darling, you do have the most wonderful way of saying things that are comforting to me.
You're welcome, I think.
Sit up straighter than that. Well, so do you think anybody's heard from Luke?
I would think Joe would have let us know if he had.
Probably. I don't understand any of that. I don't understand where they went. Do you think somebody's after them?
Well, I think a lot of people would like to know where they are. Who's watching the Star?
Well, we closed it down tonight. Nobody felt like running it after what happened.
Well, I can understand that. Then if he calls, who's he going to talk to?
Well, I'd probably call the girl's apartment. Let me check in, see.
Doesn't make enough dip.
Sure does.
No, you're right.
You know, see, if he doesn't start coming in hitting that hard again, he's going to be in big trouble because he cannot go through anyone else.
Huh?
Morris, me.
Blackie, are you all right?
Yeah, I'm at Rick's house. We're listening to the fight.
Yeah, so are we.
I just called to see if you heard anything from Luke, did you?
No, not a word.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Well, if you do hear anything, you make sure to call me, will you?
Of course.
He got a lousy shot out
I guess I get back to the fight.
Blackie, listen, I want you to know that I'm really happy for you. You know the way the court session turned out.
You are?
But unless he shocks him, we're in deep
I'm surprised.
Well, I guess I'm a little surprised.
It's going to be in trouble. Why? I care about you.
You mean that?
Yeah, but I think he's getting warmed up.
Well, I just been a little confused lately, if you know what I mean. But it really helps to talk to you, Laura.
Anytime.
Thanks. Think we could maybe see each other again sometime?
Yeah, I'd love to.
Well, I mean, you wouldn't mind and everything. You want to?
You've got my number.
He's going to do it right next time.
Let's hope so, you got
Well, sounds like fun.
One choice. You can either win
Very much.
Right. It's going to be great.
Oh, just a couple days, right? Just a day.
Right.
The fight.
What?
The fight.
Did we miss some of it? Why don't you just keep it on?
How's he doing? How's Johnny doing?
Looking for an opening. A jab
No,
from
no,
Corso.
no, it doesn't sound like he's doing too
Backing
great.
away. He's still backing away.
Ah.
Oh, what a shot from Corso. That right almost took
All right, come on, get up. All right, okay, come on, walk on, shake on. Move, move, skip it. 9 o'clock. Where is she?
Try the fire escape.
What, are you expecting a fire?
I don't know. It's awfully hot out here.
I thought you were going to have some fun tonight.
I know.
What's the matter there? You don't want your old boyfriend to see you out there, now, do you?
I kind of like that.
Oh, yeah? You can hear you, Mike. All right.
Well, where is it?
Look around.
He did it!